Hi everyone, welcome back to another scrapbook layout video, and thank you for joining me again today. And welcome back to November's For the Love of Crafting and Sharing. So this month our topic is basically grateful. It could be anything grateful, something you're grateful for, grateful in the layout, grateful on the title, anything. Pictures of something you're grateful. So I decided, I saw this sketch, and Scrapbook Generation, a lot of you may know they have a Facebook group that does a random crop on different weekends. I have been so busy that I haven't really had time to much participate in any of their crops this summer. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I'm on the design team for my little scrapbook store, and that has taken up more of my time. So no problem though, right? But I do still like to download their sketches, and I didn't realize until I was doing this video that this is a free sketch from what I think it said 2017, September 2017. So I thought it was a new sketch, so I probably already even have this one downloaded, but I still liked it. It really inspired me, and I am going to do photos actually that I just took not maybe 2 weeks ago. So while they're actually printing up behind me as I am trying to figure out the papers. So I really wanted to use that leaf paper in the background as that main strip. I believe it's 6 inches wide. And so then I decided, as you can see, there's a strip, I believe a 1/2 inch and maybe a full inch up above. There was a different stripe strip that I think I was planning on using, but for some reason it clashed or wasn't big enough, or I didn't have enough of them. But it had the angle like it does on the sketch, and I don't feel like I have to follow the sketch exactly. I was just trying to, I liked the colors of it. So, but anyways, I think I just didn't have enough of them because I needed 4. I believe that's what it was, because although I could have done, I did think about maybe doing not the same strip on both the top and bottom, but I ended up just deciding to go ahead and do it. I think I was struggling with which papers to use. You're going to see me actually struggle quite a bit with this layout, which papers to use, and I will talk about that in just a minute. I am going to ink all of my edges with my brown Close to My Heart ink. The thing I am doing a double page. So when I do a double page, I only ink 3 sides of any paper that will meet in the middle. So that is just a little tip for you if you have not been following my channel at all. Or if you're new to my channel, I like to only leave the inside not inked, and it makes it look a little more, it just like flows, your eye flows a little easy. So here's where I am really going to struggle. I think I do wish I like the layout. I really love how it came out. First of all, here's the new Doodlebug Petite prints that they just came out with. I love them. If you like Woodgrain, you will like these, because even that brown strip that I'm using. So this is a pack that you can get, and I will leave links to all these below, to this pumpkin spice collection, and then again to this Bella Boulevard. This video is going faster than I can talk. So the Petite prints that I have, I got not only the pack that just comes with all of the Doodlebug colors, which again will go with all the Doodlebug lines they've ever had because they always use the same colors, but I also got the pack that coordinates with this line, which is Pumpkin Spice from Doodlebug. It's their new fall line. I will also link to this collection. It is a very cute fall collection. I'm loving it. So I decided to go for a background. Oh, the Woodgrain comes from the pack that's coordinated with the Petite prints for the Pumpkin Spice line. Sorry about that. The Petite prints that come in that pack that coordinates with the line are not all the Woodgrain, but one side is Buffalo Check and one side is Woodgrain. So if you like Woodgrain, like I said, especially if you like Doodlebug colors. The other one I showed was Besties Heart Ombre. So one side, it is a beautiful ombre color from light, and it's just tone on tone, you know, the same color. And then on the other side are these hearts. So what the color I really wanted to use was one of those buffalo light. It was a really light yellow, but because I've only got one of those buffalo packs, I didn't have to do the whole background. But I'm okay with that because these hearts ended up working. And now I think because you guys know me, I'm so used to doing, I was pushing myself out of my little box that I always get a white cardstock background, and I wanted to use some of these. And so that is what I was kind of thinking, is I wanted to push myself out of the box. And this layout was a struggle for me. But again, like I said, I'm really happy with the end result. I did think about maybe outlining all of these strips with a white pattern, but I changed my mind. And I'm happy with the colors. The cool thing about the Bella Besties, they will coordinate quite well with all of the Doodlebug papers too. They are actually manufacturing them all at the same spot. So here are my pictures I just printed. I used my Epson PictureMate to print these. No, I didn't. I used my selfie. Sorry. I tried using my Epson, but I couldn't figure out how to get the square, and it was driving me nuts. So I'm going to tell you, I pulled this layout out, and it was giving me a lot of grief. So it took me probably 15 minutes or at least 10 minutes to figure out just the papers alone for the background. Not the strip ones, but that yellow heart one that I was kind of talking about. And then the title is going to take me a huge amount of time, but I'll talk about that later. So I do want these pictures to pop off the background just a little bit. To me, they just looked a little hidden. So I'm going through the papers now, and I am going to pull some out. I kind of was thinking orange because it's the least prominent color on here. The brown seems to be really sticking out. I think if I had to do this again, I might pick a picture. I would have either picked a strip other than the brown, or I would have put the brown on the top and the bottom and switched it with the stripes. I think that would have framed it a little better, but like I'm okay with it. So I'm going to go ahead. I mounted all these photos. I didn't record that. I knew this video was going to be long enough as it was, although I personally like long videos, but I am looking at the sketch right above me. And I'm trying to place these photos exactly like she has them. I don't normally always feel that way, but I just kind of wanted to this time. And look at here, guys. I am finally done with this wretched, I hope that's an okay word, but this horrible foam tape. I'm done. That was the last of it. So no more of the red foam tape. So yay, so yay for that, right? But I am going to pop up the two photos that I want to be the main photos. And basically my layout where the grateful comes in is this puppy dog of mine. You may have heard me talking about him. This is not actually my dog. It's actually my daughter's dog. But I just love him. So he's basically my grandpuppy, and I call him my puppy all the time. And he's just the happiest dog I've ever met. He's got a ball, and that's all that dog wants. You could offer him treats, and he wouldn't care if there was a ball there. That's what's important to him. So we were recently helping my daughter move, and so I went along just to help with. I knew I'd get to throw the ball for my puppy, so that was a lot of fun, and he enjoyed it. He got pretty muddy because it was a rainy day, but luckily the sun. It's kind of cool too because in some of those photos you can tell there's no sun, and then on that photo on the very far right, the sun is shining, so that was kind of nice. Here's another thing I'm going to do, which I think I kind of look back and wish maybe I hadn't done it, but it's okay because they're so small. I am going to add some of these peel-offs, and I'm just going to add a strip of the brown, and I think I'm using either the smallest size or the medium size. There is a link below to these peel-offs. I get questions about them all the time. She does have more shipping going on, but because she's located in the UK, but she does have free shipping events. I don't think she's having any free shipping events right now because of COVID and shipping problems as it is. But when she does, I will put up a video to let you guys know as soon as I can. And one night, I think I recorded the video at midnight. I went to bed and discovered she had free shipping, and I wanted to let you guys know right away. So hit the notification button if you want to be notified when those peel-offs go on free shipping sale. So here's where the downfall of this layout begins. That title, let me tell you, eventually I play around with this title a little bit, and then I eventually paused the video, and it took me a good hour. I really liked this blue strip at the bottom, by the way, but I only had one, and I didn't know how to make it go further. So anyways, I turned off the video for at least an hour to try to figure out the title. I really liked that word happy, but I didn't know what I wanted the title to be. And I was originally thinking something like, he is my happy, which actually kind of sounds not too bad right now, but at the time I just didn't like it. And I'm going to try a whole bunch of different things. I did find this sunshine in the cloud, and I really kind of liked those because, you know, I mentioned a moment ago that the sun wasn't shining and then it came out. So it was basically a cloudy day. So I kind of thought those looked really cute up there. And then I wasn't sure about this owl, but again, I kind of really liked him. He almost looks like he's sticking out on a branch from a tree behind, or, you know, in front of the sunshine. So if I didn't mention, I'm grateful for this dog. So that is how this comes in. I'm actually grateful for this challenge too, because I was so excited for this collection to come out. Super excited. Like, I waited, I saw it, and I fell in love. You guys should see the raccoon. If you haven't seen the cute little raccoon that comes with this, oh my gosh. And the mushrooms too. I mean, they are adorable. And I mean, you guys know me anyway. Anything Doodlebug is awesome to me, but they don't always do a fall line. And so I was super excited because it's been a few years. Well, I was doing Christmas layouts. I don't know if any Christmas layouts will go up before this layout or after this layout, but I was doing a bunch of Christmas because I had mentioned I was going to start doing Christmas. I was inspired to do Christmas. And then I pulled this collection out to do this layout. And then I'm like, well, okay, so I have this collection out. Why don't I just do a couple pages with it while I'm at it, right? So then currently on my desk, well, actually I've cleaned it up now. There was stuff everywhere. I had the Christmas stuff everywhere. I had the fall stuff everywhere. It was a huge old mess. And I finally figured out I'm going to do some fall layouts. So I am going to do a few more layouts with this one, and I'm really enjoying it. So I cleaned up the Christmas for now, and I figured I'll just go back to that when I'm done with the fall. So, and I probably won't kill the kit. You guys know me. I'm not super good at doing that, but here's where I'm actually going to start working on the title. And you can see I've made a cluster to the left and the sunshine cluster to the very right, and kind of going for that whole zigzag thing again. And I'm going to pull out a bunch of stickers. A lot of these stickers I'm going to pull out are Doodlebug ones. Like you can see those two there are Doodlebug. This is a super old chipboard alphabet from Doodlebug. And you can see I don't have a lot left. And I was really hoping to use some of that up. And I'm just going to, I think on the layout itself, the sketch, this is where the title is. I can't remember for sure, but it just, I don't know. I liked that word happy, but I just wasn't feeling it. I liked these letters. These I think could be a lot of fun, but what was throwing me off was some of them are large and some are small. And like I said, I think that could be a really fun look, but it just wasn't working for me with this page. And I think because that leaf paper was so busy behind it, that's what threw me off. So I also tried moving the title down below those photos on the right hand side of the page, and it just was not working there either. So I finally came up with Happy Boy because, you know, I just couldn't get any other title to work, and he is a happy dog. And so I just thought this works for me. When I stopped scrapbooking this page this day, I didn't really care for this. I walked away. I don't usually leave layouts and come back to them unless, you know, I run out of time. This one, I turned off my lights. I'm like, I gotta go. I haven't done that in a very long time. So, but The Happy Boy I like. One thing I don't like about it is, yeah, that a lot of you probably won't like either, is that it goes across both pages. That doesn't usually bother me. If something, one of the pictures you might have seen earlier on, I had also cut so it goes on both the left and right hand side of the page. This title kind of bothers me a little bit more than usual when having a title split up like that, but I really liked the way that it fit in there. So my biggest problem with it now is that it's so brown, it like grabs all your attention. But once I get the journaling, and I'm also going to put the date on there with some brown Doodlebug stickers, then it looks better. So I'm happy that I went with this. And I'm just adding in these little epoxy, they call them sprinkles, shaped sprinkles for this kit. The little mushrooms for these are so cute. I just love them. And I don't know if you saw over there on the very left-hand side, you can't see right now because it's covered up with stuff, but I did add one of those little mushrooms peeking out. Actually, I'm going to end up adding them to a lot of the clusters. Because, you know, mushrooms kind of grow in random places. So that was my thinking with those, is I kind of just have them peeking out here and there in a bunch of the different clusters. And so I don't know, it's just super cute. So, and of course, since there's leaves all over in the picture, and notice that these photos are of the dog, and there's no dog stickers, there's no paw prints, there's no, I mean, the dog's black and white, and I'm still using all this stuff, and it still works just fine. So don't be afraid to use something that's non-themed. I mean, this was a fall day, but this whole layout, my point to it is how grateful I am and how much I love my little puppy. So, and even when I call my daughter now, I'm like, let me see my puppy. And then I'll talk to the puppy and his tail wags. So it's really cute. I love my little doggy. Anyways, so don't feel like you have to use a theme. While I love using themed stuff, you guys know that. Not everything has to be. And I actually thought that sticker said thankful for you. I was thinking there's my thankful as well that's on the layout, but I forgot that it's actually grateful, I believe, but same difference. So I'm okay with that. I did have that little epoxy bird up in the O of the word boy, and it actually didn't, I don't think I minded it too much, but at the time, I think I was so frustrated with the title at this point that I just kind of moved on. But I did add another bird up on the W or the Y, and I liked it. And then that branch that the owl is on, to kind of bring some of the epoxy look over to that cluster, I added just a couple flowers. And I know it's fall and not spring, but again, I don't care because I like it. It's pretty. It looks cute. So I think that is almost the entire layout. The still shot photos you will see, I have added the date underneath the photo, the main photo on the right. And then I added journaling strips kind of on the left-hand side, which you will see again coming up here in just a second. And I'm going to use the sunshine alphabet. I'm just going to put 2020, 2020, 11-2020. Instead of, usually I stamp the full date, but I figured 11-2020 was good enough. If we don't know the exact date, it's fine. So that brings some of that brown down, and then my journaling will also bring some of the brown down. So here are a couple of the close-up. You can see the cute mushrooms. Oh, and I did add a couple word stickers around after the words. So please check out all the links below to all the other videos in this hop, and I will see you guys next month for the love of crafting and sharing. See you guys next time. Bye.